Students at George Mason University in Virginia are getting a lesson in forensic art thanks to a cold case that's being investigated here in San Diego. CBS 8's Shannon Handy explains the connection and has more on the victim they're trying to identify.
There are a number of unidentified remains here at the San Diego County Medical Examiner's Office. Among them, a young woman found floating in the Tijuana River Valley 3 years ago. The hope is that a forensic artist who has assisted them with past cases will help them solve this one.
There's a little boy staring back at me.
I've introduced you to Joe Mullins before.
We had a three-dimensional representation of what this little boy looked like in life.
He's been at Comic-Con working as a forensic artist for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. It's a job he's had for 26 years, creating images that can help identify people who have gone missing or those who have been found but never named.
Really what I want to do is provide answers to families.
But Joe doesn't just create art, he teaches it too.
The eyes you have right now are the same eyes that you had the day you were born.
He's a professor at George Mason University in Virginia, where this semester he's showing students how to become forensic artists using a San Diego cold case.
It's a relatively new class, a special topics class here in the School of Art. It's called Forensic Figure Sculpting.
Thanks to Comic-Con, Joe has formed a relationship with the county's medical examiner's office, who he says reached out asking for help. The case involves a young Hispanic woman found floating in water near Hollister Street and Sunset Avenue in the Tijuana River Valley back in April of 2022.
Big difference in working on a case from 1970 that's been sitting on the medical examiner's shelf for 50 years, as opposed to one that's just a few years old. It has a much higher chance of getting identified.
Starting with a replica of the victim's skull, Joe is creating a sculpture of what she looked like, all while teaching his class how to do the same.
Sculpting the muscles, the tissue depth markers, setting the eyes and the orbits, and to get an explanation of how the skull dictates all those things.
Joe believes using a real case as an example is more engaging for the students, which is important given there aren't a lot of working forensic artists.
I've already had 2 seniors approach me at the end of class, say, this is what we want to do.
Once complete, Joe will share images of the final product and hopes someone will recognize her face. And that's the main goal, educate in a way that hopefully will make a difference.
So that's the ultimate goal. Every time I finish one of these facial approximations is find out who she is, get that family those answers, and bring on the next cold case.
Shannon Handy, CBS 8.